play with me. If you don't know me, I can be as stunning as a cop there. Who's wrong with you? Huh? Where do you go? Huh? You don't want to kill me?
Magunjeni Rowenka Bema Nimpi Kanzorwa Kalingongwempe Mfuwa Koswe outside.
And outside we shall be singing goodbye, hi dear CJ. We shall never forget you, although you are very far away. We shall never forget.
Zaple zai. Foi.
Asha,
Se quantas vezes?
Tisakamba na
Haya uza last time unakuwa nifuta ankania check.
Ndio
Ndio slap check.
Bobo. Ayo mafuta hiyo. Wana Asha.
Wakunde.
Bali uyu kambio chichi. Ndio kwa kutia kuna manini ya shari.
So, ili si wewe una pale.
Since you didn't expect the overwhelming response, I was in Chingola performing with the classic band, and I saw the video on TV on television. I was like, what? The next time I'm coming out, Sister D, I was like, how do I manage? Wow. You get on a bus. I mean, we're using a bus. The conductor is busy calling people. Hey, Ngenani, your Sister D, we're in bus. How am I going to handle this? Wow.
Good evening, Zambia and beyond from the heart of the nation's capital. This is BMTV News at 18 hours, where the stories shaping your world come first, fast and with purpose. We're live on Topstar, channel 114, streaming on Facebook as BMTV Zambia, channel 114, and on YouTube as BMTV Zambia, also on stream on www.bmtvzambia.com. Tonight, we bring you the stories making waves across Zambia, the region and the globe. Let's look at the stories making headlines. Former Mazabuka Central MP Gary Nkombo attacked during nomination filing. ECZ extends nomination dates for parliamentary and mayoral candidates. Danny Yenga files nomination for Kawata MP race. While in international news, opposition coalition challenges Tshisekedi over possible constitution reform in DRC. While in sports, Douglas Kandulu proves why he is Zambia's basketball export to watch. To present the news in details, my name is Tamwani Nkata. Former Mazabuka Central Member of Parliament, Gary Nkombo, was attacked today by suspected UPND cadres during the filing in of nomination papers at the Civic Center in Mazabuka. Our reporter, Ruth Musakawantu, has a report with details.
Just 2 days ago, President Hakainde Hichilema posted on his social media platforms assuring Zambians that the country would remain peaceful, orderly and secure as the nation enters the election campaign period. In his post, the president stated that democracy requires robust debate and the free exchange of ideas, adding that any action threatening peace, unity, public order or national security would not be tolerated. However, despite the president's continued calls for peace, former Mazabuka Central Member of Parliament, Gary Nkombo, was earlier today allegedly harassed and attacked by suspected UPND cadres during the filing in of his nomination papers at Mazabuka Civic Center. In video circulating on social media, Mr. Nkombo is seen being pushed around and allegedly prevented from entering the nomination center. Mr. Nkombo has since issued a statement strongly condemning the acts of violence and intimidation that characterize his filing in as an independent candidate for Mazabuka Central constituency. And today, President Hichilema made another social media post stressing that lawlessness will not be tolerated and that perpetrators, regardless of political affiliation, or social standing will face the full force of the law. The President has further called on law enforcement agencies to move swiftly and professionally in arresting all those involved. Ruth Musakabantu reporting for BMTV.
The Electoral Commission of Zambia has extended the nomination period for National Assembly and mayoral/council chairperson candidates for the 2026 general elections. According to a statement issued by ECZ Chief Electoral Officer Brown Kasaro, National Assembly nominations, which were scheduled to take place on the 20th of May 2026, will now run from the 20th to the 22nd of May 2026. The statement further says mayoral and council chairperson nominations, which were initially set for the 21st of May 2026, will now take place from the 21st to the 22nd of May 2026. Mr. Kasaro says the decision was made after concerns were raised by aspiring candidates who reported having lost their voters' cards, thereby affecting their ability to adequately participate in the nomination process. He says in light of the concerns, the Commission has opened a special window for the replacement of lost voters' cards, specifically for aspiring candidates only. According to the statement, the replacement exercise will be conducted from the 20th to the 23rd of May 2026 at the ECZ head office in Lusaka between 08 hours and 17 hours daily. Applicants seeking replacement of cards will be required to provide a police report confirming the loss of the voter's card and evidence of intention to stand for an elective office. Mr. Kasaro has since urged affected aspiring candidates to visit the ECZ head office within the stated period with the required documentation. Meanwhile, ward councillor nominations will proceed as earlier scheduled from Thursday, 21st May to Friday, 22nd May 2026. Kabwata parliamentary aspiring candidate Danny Yenga has officially filed in his nomination papers before the Electoral Commission of Zambia ahead of the 2026 general elections. Yenga, whose earlier adoption attempt was unsuccessful, successfully completed the nomination process as he seeks to contest the Kabwata constituency parliamentary seat. Immediately after filing in his nomination papers, Yenga conducted a tour of Kabwata constituency where he interacted with residents and supporters. Speaking during the tour, Yenga assured the people of Kabwata of massive development once elected Member of Parliament. He pledged to prioritize community development and address the challenges affecting residents in the constituency. More details in the following clip. Five small-scale miners who had been trapped underground for 12 days at Matala Gold Mine in Mumba district have been rescued alive. The Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development says the miners were successfully retrieved during the ongoing rescue operations at the site and are currently receiving medical treatment at Mumba District Hospital. The government has described the development as a major relief, with the authorities expressing gratitude for the preservation of the miners' lives after nearly 2 weeks underground. Ministry Permanent Secretary Dr. Hapenga Kabeta says preliminary assessments indicate that 3 more miners may have been trapped underground, with rescue teams continuing operations to ensure affected individuals are accounted for. Government has since commended emergency responders, local authorities and other stakeholders for their dedication throughout the difficult rescue mission. Meanwhile, the ministry has once again urged miners, especially those involved in small-scale operations, to prioritize safety and comply with mining regulations and establish safety standards. The ministry says it will continue monitoring the situation closely and further provide updates as rescue efforts continue in Mumba district. The Caminex 2026 mining exhibition and conference has officially been launched in Kitwe. Speaking during the official opening ceremony, Caminex organizer Landani Mufuluwe said the event marks an important milestone for the country's mining and industrial sector. Mufuluwe noted that Caminex continues to provide a platform for stakeholders in mining, agriculture and industry to showcase innovations, strengthen partnerships and promote investment opportunities in Zambia. He further stated that the event is expected to attract both local and international exhibitors, thereby contributing to economic growth and development in the country. More details from the following clip.
Visibility and stakeholder engagement. I want to say we are a Copperbelt agricultural and commercial show. Many a time I've been referred to as chairman of Caminex. I'm chairman of the show board. Caminex is the brand through which we carry out the expo. The inaugural show was held on the 22nd of November 1956, and since then the society has progressively adapted its convening model to reflect evolving economic priorities.
A governance champion and democracy specialist, Ngande Mwananjiti, says former Gary Nkombo's decision to stand as an independent candidate is a democratic right protected under human rights principles. Speaking during an exclusive interview in Lusaka today, Mwananjiti described the attack on Nkombo during the nomination process as unfortunate and unnecessary. He, however, noted that the actions by some party cadres could have been an attempt to demonstrate loyalty to their political leadership ahead of the general elections. Mwananjiti has since called for political tolerance and peaceful conduct among political players as the country heads towards the polls. More details from the following clip.
And where one makes a point that they are better than the other person, or the conditions are required for somebody else to continue or not to continue. So at the end of the day, Zambia wins as a country. The question and challenge which we must not give up on, we must be consistent and persistent and ensure that we monitor what these new entrants are going to be doing, how they will do it, and at the end of the day, we are now able to judge. And also, it gives these guys of chapter side an opportunity to assess and reflect. And so when they come back, if they want to come back, they will have a point or a beginning point to point at. There will be something to point at, and they will know that obviously I could have done wrong there, I may need to improve in this direction. And at the end of the day, I have said, Zambia is a country, and Zambia belongs to the more than 20 million citizens, and in election it doesn't only become one because a particular person stands. Any Zambian in good standing with the law and everything else, this is just the issue. The issue I speak to is the issue of loyalty. Okay? Anybody, anywhere, has supporters. Okay? And I'll give a classic case of Mr. Nelson Mandela. When the region lobbied him that Mbeki, he must step in and ensure that Mr. Mbeki continues as president, it was been recorded by the ANC. Mr. Mbeki said, I'm loyal to the ANC. I cannot do that. And Mr. Mandela said, I'm loyal to the ANC, I cannot do that. Okay? So here, you are speaking about the issues of loyalty on both supporters and the candidate. Okay? How loyal are you to the party? Remember,
We take our first commercial break and return with international news.
Tonight on Bmtv, and the channel is 114 Topstar. Simply Frank features Ambassador Joyce Musenge in our capacity as chairperson of the Zambia Center for Inter-Party Dialogue.
I know the political party cadres, they always take the law into their own hands.
So now what we have to see is what the president's pronouncements have been, that anybody who is involved in such thuggery and violence, they are on their own.
Yeah.
Because, of course, it's not only Gary. There are many other, incidents. Except that you are making reference to him.
We'll be looking at issues pertaining to governance less than 90 days before the elections. Don't miss this show. Simply Frank, and I'm Frank. Good night.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. And now, international news. Political tensions are escalating in the Democratic Republic of Congo as major opposition parties form a new coalition against a possible constitutional revision proposed by the government of Felix Tshisekedi. During a press conference in Kinshasa, opposition leaders accused the ruling administration of attempting to extend Tshisekedi's stay in power beyond the constitutional two-term limit. The coalition described the proposed reforms as a threat to democracy ahead of future elections. We monitored Africa News for details.
Fresh political tensions are unfolding in the DRC. Major opposition parties have unveiled a new coalition in Kinshasa, accusing the government of seeking a constitutional revision to stay in power. During a charged press conference, opposition leaders pledged to fight what they describe as a serious threat to democracy ahead of upcoming elections. The authoritarian drift undertaken by Mr. Felix Tshisekedi's regime through his initiative to change the constitution constitutes an act of rebellion against the republic and a declaration of war on the Congolese people. The move comes after Tshisekedi hinted he could seek a third term after the end of his term in 2028 through a national referendum, despite the constitution limiting presidents to 2 terms in office. Let us make a solemn appeal to the sense of duty of all Congolese, in accordance with Article 64 of our Constitution, which states every Congolese has the duty to thwart any individual or group of individuals who seizes power by force or exercises it in violation of the provisions of this Constitution. Tshisekedi has also warned elections could be delayed as conflict intensifies in eastern DRC, where M23 rebels control key areas including Goma and Bukavu in North and South Kivu.
In other international news, British inflation could buy more than expected in April, but the slowdown did little to mask a tough outlook for households, with global costs from the Iran war set to hit them harder later this year. Consumer prices rose from annual 2.8% down from March's annual inflation rate of 3.3%, official data showed, helped by smaller increases in household energy and other regulated utility bills than in April 2025, and by measures to lower energy bills introduced by Minister Rachel Reeves. Reuters News has more detail.
British inflation cooled more than expected in April, marking its lowest reading since March 2025. But the dip did little to mask a tough outlook for households, with global costs from the Iran war set to hit them harder later this year. Official data showed consumer prices rose by an annual 2.8%, down from March's annual inflation rate of 3.3%, and lower than economists' expectations of a slowdown to 3%. The figures were helped by measures to lower energy and utility bills. However, analysts have dubbed this short-lived and expect a rise in inflation to around 4% later this year. It adds to the pressure on Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who is facing challenges to his leadership from within his Labour Party. Britain sets household energy bills through a quarterly government price cap, which fell in April. That depressed the inflation reading even as global prices move in the opposite direction. Most major forecasters, including the International Monetary Fund, still expect Britain to end 2026 with the fastest inflation in the G7. The energy price shock from the war prompted the Bank of England to increase sharply its inflation forecasts, saying it could hit 6.2% in its most extreme cases. UK Finance Minister Rachel Reeves is expected to announce further support for households.
We go for our second and last commercial break. We return with sports news in basketball and football. Stay with us.
You look miserable. Are you okay?
I'm pregnant.
What?
Compliments of the season to you too.
What is this? Divorce papers?
You have kept me childless, and you want me to stop?
Here I am thinking I am a sinner and I want to see the Messiah, but what happened to this woman in the picture? You spend the whole day wrapping my woman up in a stink. So do you think I buy this as decorations?
I know you think I'm the cause of this. Believe me, I'm 100% okay.
What are you doing? Come on, please. What is this?
You don't wear them.
But those are still mine.
How could you? Do you love her that much to humiliate me to such an extent?
You refer to me as a whore.
So it's true you can get someone out of the ghetto, but you can't get the ghetto out of their mind.
That man who comes here will soon know why he should have stayed home and not here. You are the reason why.
Welcome back, and now basketball sports. Zambian international centre forward Douglas Kandulu has officially concluded his basketball season with Spanish side Rafael Nadunet Basket Liria, also known as CIB Liria, following another impressive campaign in European basketball. Now in his third season in Spain, Kandulu has continued to establish himself as one of the team's most reliable offensive weapons, using his physical presence, energy, and dominance in the paint to trouble opponents throughout the season. His performances have earned him recognition as one of the key engines behind CEB Liria's success. More from this clip. And in football, Chipolopolo coach George Luandamina says all teams in Group I of the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers have a chance, but preparations will be the real difference. Reacting to draws that have placed the Chipolopolo alongside two-time African champions Algeria, Togo and Burundi, Luandamina said Zambia had players who could compete with the best on the continent. He has urged the public to rally behind the team to give them an extra push to qualify to the 20th AFCON edition. Zambia has been drawn in Group I for the qualifiers of the Pamoja 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. Faz TV has more details from this clip.
Draws are drawn, not pointed, but drawn. So it means that we all have chance. It all goes about preparation. The team that will prepare adequately, I'm sure that's the team that will pose threat to us. If that is, we don't prepare well, they have to remove pride and embrace one Zambia. We only have Zambia as our country. So we have to fight for our mother Zambia. Good preparations, We have players who can compete. What is just important is how much preparation will be given to the team. We are all Zambians, and we only have one Zambia. So everyone should lag behind. I'm sure selections cannot please everybody, but we have to push in one direction. Whether happy, unhappy, we are all Zambians.
As we wrap up on the news tonight, we take a recap on the stories that made headlines. Former Mazabuka Central MP Gary Nkombo attacked during nomination filing. ECZ extends nomination dates for parliamentary and mayoral candidates. Danny Yenga files nomination for Kawata MP race. And in international news, opposition coalition challenges Tshisekedi over possible constitutional reform in the Democratic Republic of Congo. While in sports, Douglas Kalundu proves why he's Zambia's basketball export to watch. We end this evening's news bulletin on that sports note. Be sure to join us for more news. This has been Tamani Nkata from our newsroom to your hearts. The production crew are reporters Ruth Msakawantu and Sontra Morris Sinkala. And of course, the entire BMTV crew, thank you for watching. Join us for more news tomorrow.
Who cares? He doesn't care about you. Can't you see that he doesn't love you? The fool is just killing time with you.
Oh no, Nsama. I will not have you insult my husband in his house. No.
This guy is not good enough for you. I mean, why should you care when he's out there jumping up and down with every woman he sees?
Am I allowed to ask questions? Conroy, why are you so eager about whistling in the dark that our father was murdered?
Yes, because he was. He was murdered. I mean, he was foaming when he died. What you call the tower report?
I foam in my mouth when I sleep. Does that mean I'm poisoned?
Oh, Chikondi, stop being stupid. We are not in the mood for your rubbish right now.
And the black sheep speaks.
Don't call me that.
If I tell you what to do, are you going to do it? Call Amose for me. Tell him I love you.
Amose of all people, sure.
Natikaitana Amose. Itazipaya. That's what I'm putting up. Okay.
Don't be stupid. Huh? You think I'm foolish? Huh? You want to play with me? You don't know me. I can be as stunning as a crop there. Huh? Where you go? Huh? You don't want to kill me?